Hey, Mike Swanson here. Watch this video. I'm going to show you how to find the best stocks using technical analysis. Watch closely because it's going to change the way you think about buying stocks. You see, most investors buy stocks when it's too late. They chase news and buy at tops. Simply buying a stock because the news is good on it, though, is not enough to get you in a stock that will make you money. You see, sometimes good news can come out and the stock will drop anyway. Has that ever happened to you? It sucks when it does. For example, take a look at Intel. On July 14th, Intel reported earnings that just blew apart analyst estimates. In fact, they're scrambling and were upgrading the stock when the stock opened up. And on CNBC, a lot of people were being interviewed really excited about the future prospects of the company. Well, despite all that excitement, after the open, the stock dropped for the rest of the day and then continued lower for the next couple weeks. And the funny thing is, the same thing happened in April. The stock went up a whole lot as earnings were about to come out. Then the earnings came out and the stock just didn't go up anymore. In fact, it went down, even though the earnings were great. Now, what's going on there? See, usually when a stock falls after good news has come out on it, what's happened is that the stock has already gone up into the news and it's already priced it in. And then there's other times when powerful people in the know bought the stock ahead of time. They bought before the news came out, and by the time you bought it and heard about the news, these people are selling it to people just like you because they know that either no more good news is going to come out or else they made the stock price go up so much that it overshot itself, and now they're just sucking people into it and selling the stock to them. And the funny thing is, there's other times when the news is bad and the stock can actually bottom then, because at those times the insiders and people in the know realize that no more bad news is going to come out, so they buy. And if you watch lots of stocks or familiar with simple technical analysis, then you know that you can see this happen on stock charts all the time. But there are other times when good news does come out and a stock does end up going up for weeks afterwards, sometimes months afterwards. In these cases, the future is truly bright for the company and the stock, and everybody knows it and everyone is right. The problem you have, though, is you're not privy to insider information. So it's really hard for you to buy ahead if big moves in a stock before news comes out on it. Nor do you know if the good news is going to continue or bad news is going to start to come out, because you can't predict the future. You need to go beyond reacting to what the news is to make money. You see, when you simply buy stocks based on news, you feel like the stock market is totally illogical and rigged against you because it doesn't move the way you think it should. Nonetheless, you know that people are making money in the stock market every single day, and the potential for you to profit from that is enormous. All you need to do is somehow align yourself with the powerful people in the stock market so that you can do what they do. But you do not need to know any stock market insiders yourself to do this. You don't have to have insider information, because there's ways you can detect the activities of insiders in the stock market and the smart money and know what they're doing, align yourself with them, and then line your pockets. First, I got to tell you, it's a fact. Wall Street analysts will not make you money. You see, Wall Street analysts, Wall Street banks, and Wall Street institutions, they don't work for you. They work for themselves. Their job is to get you to buy or sell stocks in order to help create commissions. And sometimes even promote stocks that their firms actually are selling. So simply following the recommendations of Wall Street analysts, that won't make you money. Fact, buying on greed and selling in fear, that won't make you money either. You see, if you buy a stock simply because it's gone up a lot or because you're afraid it will go up without you even more, then you can end up easily buying in at the top, even when the news is good. However, you don't want to sell in a panic either on a major bottom. The best investors do not invest on emotion. You need to be as scientific as possible and use a real strategy to identify the stocks that can double for the best potential profits and to be able to sell them at the right time. That's how you make real money in the stock market. Now, you know what won't make you money. Now I'm going to show you what will. It is the smart money that truly moves the market. Even mutual funds and Wall Street traders do not truly move the market in individual stocks in a meaningful way. All they're responsible for are occasional short-term gyrations. It's the insiders and people in the know who create the big moves in stock. However, it's not enough to simply look at the insider buying and selling data to figure out what they're doing, because this data is too old by the time it's released. However, the smart money tips its hand to you by the effect it has on a stock from its own buying and selling. Huge block orders and price patterns created by smart money players can be identified so you can understand how they're positioning themselves in a stock, and you can do the same thing with them. You see, there are repeatable events and patterns that occur over and over again when the smart money builds a position. All you need to do is know these patterns. Okay, now, take for instance shares of car rental company Avis Budget Group. Back in April, the stock popped up on big volume as the smart money got in and started to drive the stock price up. No one knew why they were buying, because everyone knew the economy was bad at the time, but the smart money was buying Avis. Then, on May the 6th, Avis reported surprise earning estimates that just blew the water out of everybody. Those earnings got reported all over TV on the internet and generated massive excitement for people to buy the stock. However, think about this. Obviously, that news wasn't a surprise to the people in the know who were buying the stock before the news came out and got in ahead of time. You can make a lot of money from now on in stocks by buying at the start of a move before everyone else talks about it and before the real big news comes out. 10 years ago, I spent a year studying the price patterns of thousands of the best performing stocks in the market to determine the characteristics that the best stocks have before they go up. Now enter your email into the box on the right, and I'll send you several videos showing you these patterns in detail and how to put them in action. After you put in your email, I'll also send you weekly forecasts on the direction of the stock market, alert you to when I find another stock that's about to make a big move. I promise I will not share your email with anyone else, and you can get off my email list at any time you want. Just type in your email, and I'll join you on the other side.